Welcome back to the channel. We all have heard the buzzwords which is running, that is the generative AI and the agentic AI. So in this video, we will be discussing about what exactly is generative AI, what is agentic AI, and what are the differences between both of them. So as we are new to this AI generation, so we must be thinking like, okay, AI is a genius creator, but that is not the correct statement. AI can create, but nowadays it can act also. So whatever goals we will be having, it can work to get achieve that goals also. So in this video, we will be discussing what exactly the things we will be covering up. So what is generative AI? So basically, generative AI is a reactive system. So it specializes in content creation based on the prompt which we are giving. So as good as the prompt which we are giving, the better results we will be getting. So whatever we are using, like the ChatGPT, Gemini, or the Microsoft Copilot, these are all the generative AI which help us to analyze, research, get the content out of that. So the core function is like how the prompt we are giving to the generative AI, that will give us the content creation, how the output will be customized. So let's take example like, okay, I want to write a 5 paragraph email which is describing about my product. So I will give like, okay, the product name is Apple MacBook. So it will generate a content which will give us a paragraph wise details about the MacBook, which as in a product we are giving. So suppose like, okay, in the prompt engineering, like we have different categories in the prompt engineering, like how the uh, output should be given, what is the context. So all these things comes under the prompt engineering. So we can be discussing this prompt engineering later on, but in the generative AI, it will give us the content. And what is agentic AI? Agentic AI takes a action to achieve a complex goal. So whatever goal we will be setting up, the agentic AI will use the baseline LLM models, will do the research and will get the end results which will be there. So it will be executing creating a plan, it will execute it. If there is any retries or anything, that will be taken up by the agentic AI. So the basic example is like, for planning a vacation. So in generative AI, if we say to ChatGPT like, okay, I am planning a trip to India with with traveling to Delhi, Bangalore, and it will be a 7 days trip. So it will give me the itinerary like how I should be planning up my trip to India. But if with the agentic AI, what it will happen is like I will be giving a goal like, okay, I am traveling with 5 people. Out of that, three are vegetarian, two are non-vegetarians. Our preference is to get into the monument museums, monuments, and to explore the Indian culture. And please book the hotels which will be the 5 star. The flight should have be in a business class. So in this, what we are giving is to book the flight with the business class, the hotel categories, all these things we are giving. So what it will do is it will create an itinerary and will do and book the itinerary for that. So that is the basically the concept of the agentic AI is to use the LLM models and to execute any task which we will be having, the goal to achieve a complex goal or a normal goal, whatever you will be having. Suppose like, okay, in agentic AI, what we can use is like, okay, if someone is sending me a WhatsApp message, it will be sending all the details related to my product. So I'm owning a company where I will be I will be receiving a query from the user, from the end customer, and then I will be sending all the category details to the requester. So that's the agentic AI. Otherwise, what will happen? It will create a content, but specific to his requirement, I'm sending up the details of the product. So that is the basic things which we will be having. So the key differences is like generative AI is a output, the content. So in the output we will be getting a content. It's a one-time task. Like, okay, if the content is done, it's a task which we will be having, and then it will need a direct prompts. So we need to give a prompt with the mission, context, and the objective, the output. All these things will be created in the prompts. However, in agentic AI, we will be completing some actions. There will be some multi-step workflows. So that is the difference. So if we talk about the examples, so generative AI, in this generative AI, we can write an email, we can create an image, we can summarize the text, whatever your emails are coming, we can give a prompt like, okay, summarize my emails. That will summarize all the text which is being there. However, in the agentic AI, we are running a full marketing campaign. We are giving a plan, execute, and generates the output. So this is a goal oriented thing which we will be using. So it will be like analyzing the competitors automatically also in the workflow. So we can define like, okay, whatever pricing. So suppose like, okay, the competitor is offering some lower price. So we can ask the agentic AI to lower my product also, because I need to be sustainable in the market, and it will be executing multi-step task. So that is what we will be looking for. So why agentic AI matters? So it enables us the automation. It reduces the human repetitive work. So we all are hearing about like, okay, AI will take over the human jobs. So that is like whatever repetitive work we are doing, that will be reduced. It is not something like, okay, whatever task we as a human we are doing, that will all will go away. That is not the case. The repetitive work that we can achieve with the agentic AI. However, for creating that agent, we will require the human resources. So it is nothing. So like we will be reducing some human efforts. No, it is not like that. But yes, there will be some significant drops, but that is because of the repetitive work if they are doing. It helps organization to boost their productivity. It shifts, it's a major shift which is happening in the AI evolution. So that is what agentic AI matters, and that is why we are hearing this buzzword agentic AI always. So with the conclusion, so the primary function of a generative AI is the creation, the content, the image, the code. All these things will be the primary function for the generative AI. However, with the agentic AI, we will be having the decision making, the planning, the execution. So it will be a proactive approach which will be related to a long-term goal. And the generative AI will be a reactive that requires a prompt for every step. Like, okay, now search this. I'm doing a research on this paper. It will give some content. Now I want to explore more on that particular topic, which is there in the content. So that is like how we are responding to. But however, the agentic AI will be the autonomous agent which will be running, which will be taking up the actions, the planning, the executions. All these things will be provided by the agentic AI. So that's what is all we covered in the generative AI versus agentic AI. Do let me know in comments if you need further clarification on this. And in the coming videos, we will be covering more on the agents, how we will be creating agents. There are few tools which are available, which we can be used for creating the agentic AI. And then we will be learning some of the libraries through which we can create our own agent AI, right? So thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Libraries through which we can create our own agent AI, right? So thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe to our channel.